there is a variety of understanding of what the law of attraction is. And what you are seeing presented is this variety of understanding. And the coming across Syd Banks, Syd in his insight is the closest thing I've seen to what Abraham Hicks keeps talking about. Because the way Abraham Hicks spoke of it is all energy, all energetic. So when I came across the teachings of Syd, he was talking about it in energy. It's a formless energy, mind, thought, consciousness. I don't mean mind, thought, consciousness. I mean the principle of mind, the principle of thought, the principle. What does that mean? No, it's all the same thing. He said it's not one. It's not three things. It's one thing. What is that one thing, Syd? What are you actually talking about? He's like, it's a formless energy. It's the formless energy of all things.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow. I mean, Abraham goes on and on and on and on about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've been following Abraham before I had come across Syd, but then Syd, because it's different words, different things, the way he says it about energy, then that really enhanced and brought a deeper understanding of Abraham law of attraction, because the law of attraction um, um, is so simple. It is a law. I'm going to say it's a principle of energy. It is an invariable, constant, inviolable, never will be violated about energy. And what is energy? This is the formless energy of all things. So what we're talking about is literally like a characteristic or quality of this energy, just like Syd tried to distinguish them. It's an intelligent energy. It's the essence, the intelligence of all things, the principle of mind, right? Every principle expressed a true quality of this one thing, some characteristic or quality of it. It was true. It is this formless energy. It is the intelligence of all things. It's like there. Okay. Then he says, oh, but there's this other principle. It's aware. It's not just intelligence, like intelligence, like a spreadsheet has intelligence. There's data, there's all of that stuff. There's an intelligence in there. There's math, there's an intelligence. But no. It's not like that. It's aware consciousness, the principle of consciousness, right? So he keeps talking about the same thing, but then it's in other ways, right? So first he says intelligence, then he says consciousness, right? And then he spoke about, well, actually it's all thought. The principle of thought really is implied, I'm going to say, from awareness, from consciousness. Because if you say it's an energy of all things, intelligence of all things, which is aware, your question would be aware of what? So aware of what? It's an awareness. It's conscious. Conscious of what? Well, what do you mean conscious of what? There's only one thing. It's the energy of all things. So what's your question? Yeah, but you said it's the energy of all things and it's aware. So it's aware of what? There's only one thing here. So it's an awareness of awareness. It's a conscious of conscious. It's only aware of itself. There is, what else would it be aware of? It's kind of obvious, right? But the implication, this implies something, which is the third principle, which is Syd saying thought. So I'm going to repeat what we have so far in two ways of saying it. And notice I don't change this in any way, but in the two ways of saying it, the principle of thought arises. So what you have is a energy which is aware of itself. You have an energy aware of itself. There it is, the truth, one thing, an energy aware of itself, an intelligent energy aware of itself. And then I say it again and I go, it's an energy that is aware of itself. It is aware of every aspect of itself. Second way I just said it, it is aware of every aspect of itself, is the principle of thought.
Right.
Without adding a thing to this, the principle of thought is implied. So where a consciousness aware of every aspect of itself. So thought is an aspect. It is a focus of consciousness. Unfocus of consciousness is aware of it, awareness of all things. But when you're aware of all things, you're also aware of every aspect of yourself. If this were not true, this is why it's a principle. If this were not true, imagine if God was not aware of any aspect of itself. Kind of an infinite intelligence is unaware of any aspect of itself that is a less intelligent. So you have three principles, but we're talking about energy. And this other thing about energy, which is invariable and inviolable, like the things that we just talked about, is what I found useful about what Abraham teaches. And what Abraham teaches is that energy is always in harmony. That's love. Always peace. Always harmony. This is what law of attraction assures. There is nothing but harmony, and there is nothing but peace. All else is illusion. There is only harmony. There is only peace. All else is illusion. The law of attraction assures it. You never have to worry about any of that. That energy is never in conflict with itself, despite the fact that it is an energy in motion. Syd in one of his talks says, God is energy in motion. God is energy in motion. Makes sense. He's calling a formless energy God. He says formless energy, that which some call God. And then he says God is energy in motion. Abraham says that, but what they say is vibration. Vibration is energy in motion. Vibration is energy in motion, right? So law of attraction, if you get movement of any kind, you could get collisions and crashes, couldn't you? If you get that kind of movement, you could get crashes. No, you can't, because God is never in conflict. That energy, despite the movement, despite the creative force, despite the expansion of that, is eternally in harmony. Law of attraction makes it so, right? Every vibration will bring to it like vibrations, and unlike vibrations will never conflict with the like vibrations. Syd called that, he pointed to this. Abraham talks frequencies. They talk vibrational frequencies. They talk emotions in frequencies and in levels, right? Like this, to the, highest vibration of pure God, right? To lesser with more resistance. It's what you opened with today. It's like a resistance in the vibration starts to go to a lower vibration, right? Well, law of attraction ensures none of those crash. They never conflict. They're always in harmony. The way Syd talked about it, he said, it's your level of consciousness. People have criticized Syd for speaking to levels of consciousness, because why'd you bring levels into consciousness? Syd, why are you talking levels into consciousness? It's consciousness. Where'd you get levels from? Right? Law of attraction would agree. Law of attraction would agree that these vibrations are in frequencies, that there is variety and thought. Thought is the greatest variety. That is an infinite variety of thought. When all that is aware of every aspect of itself, the aspects are infinite aspects of itself, every aspect of energy, of different vibration. You and I have unique vibrations within the all, and never in conflict, because all that matches and comes together are like vibrations. And as Syd would say, it is, you're on this level of consciousness, and all what you get access to is the thinking on that level of consciousness. So you never have to worry that you're on some level of consciousness and all of a sudden you'll be attacked by something from a different level of consciousness. You are in harmony with whatever thinking is coming. You are in harmony with the thinking that's coming next. So when you're in anxiety and worry, which is a particular vibration, this is the idea that you can't control your thinking, and why in 3 Principles we really strongly advise you not to try to control your thinking, because you're fighting against law.
Right.
The thinking is coming. It is matched to your energy. It is matching in your level of consciousness. You can't fight it. You can't get out of it. You're not the one choosing these thoughts. Your radio station is tuned. You have no say about the songs that are played. If you don't like the songs, you move the channel. You cannot tell them to play different songs on this station. It's a country station. You cannot get classical. So anyway, that law of attraction and that holding together of these energies, always in harmony, always in love, always in peace, never in conflict, is inviolable. It is, you cannot violate the principle. If energies could ever conflict, it would destruct. It would destruct. And here's the thing: God is not like us. God would never hold a thought against itself. God will never hold a lesser thought of itself than it is. You and I have lots of thoughts of ourselves that are lesser than who we truly are. In fact, that's how we show up as the limits that we are, is that our thinking of ourselves is far lower than what the truth is of who we really are. It's why I say in a lot of, when I'm teaching, I will often say, you are far more than you think. Who you really are is far more than you think, and it will forever shall be. You will forever be far more than you think. It does not matter how much more comes to you, how many more insights come. This was the thing I think that I really got excited about when you sent the note, because you said, this is incredible because you think you know this stuff, you're along, and then, I think it was Monday or Sunday, and you go, and then I had this insight all of a sudden. It sort of changes the game, right? And that's where it's like, I get this new thinking, and it's like exciting. I'm in a new place, and it's like forever will be. Because how can you, as a finite aspect of a vibration, which is an aspect of the all, how could you ever think the all. It's from a personal mind.